Hi, it's Chris Rue here, and I'm really looking forward to helping you become the leader that you want to be. Today, I'm chatting to you about your reactions to change. In the words of the Godfather, just when I thought I was out, they pull me back in. Those words were ringing through my mind today, as today is the day that the government has just put the brakes on the next stage of relaxation of lockdown rules, with just about 24 hours notice. It is relevant to the times that we currently live in that change can happen at a moment's notice, and it reminded me that we meet resilience challenges all the time, but different people respond in different ways to the disappointment, frustration, and on some occasions there's a sense of futility in what you can do. These feelings just creep in. They are, of course, tripwires to our own stories of experiences in the past, which inform how we show up as a leader, and they can be insidious saboteurs to the way we deal with change and challenge, and hence our leadership. In business, this happens all the time, and is seen as a differentiator in leadership between those who can deal with change and those who can't. Being able to rapidly pick yourself up, reassess and adapt to an ever-changing environment is massively important. I mean, who would you want to be led by? Today, a whole bunch of businesses who thought they were opening up again are not able to do so, and are, to a greater or lesser extent, experiencing a shock. It may not feel like it, but you are actually at an important choice point. And that is, are they going to be a victim of this circumstance, or are they going to be able to address it and become the victor? In order to do that, first you have to accept the situation has changed, to be emotionally ready to get on and do something about it. What you decide in your own mind right now at the point of that challenge will make a massive difference to how you show up going forward and influence your likely success. So how do you do that? Let's say, for example, you've just experienced a shock in a similar way. And in order to be the most effective leader you can be, it is crucially important to acknowledge the change that has just happened, both for yourself and also, crucially, for your team, those around you. Repressing or denying it, i.e. ignoring it or pretending it didn't happen, will not cut it. That way will take you down a path of inauthentic behaviours which your team, your staff, the organisation will very quickly recognise. It's a great way to lose respect, both for you as an individual and also for your judgment. Think about it. When did you last respect someone who, at least on the surface, appeared to be ignoring the facts? So why is it so important to really acknowledge the change? Well, in a sense, you are experiencing a loss of something. And I will talk about loss and leadership in greater depth on another chat. But here, in miniature if you like, you are experiencing a loss and are likely to be angry about it and wishing that it had not happened, i.e. denying it. If you stay in this angry denial space, you are far less resourceful and are acting as the victim to the change. While in this state, you are not really able to progress forward and do something about it. So we need to move forward from this space. And the way to do this is to acknowledge what has happened and create space to chat about that change, particularly with your team. This is the opportunity to be emotionally intelligent about your situation. And by being aware of the impact of those around you, who also have to deal with it, you are already on the journey of becoming a better leader, and also of coming up with a better solution. The temptation, of course, is to just start firing from the hip and making quick decisions, telling people what to do from your own point of view. And to a degree, people will welcome and lean into that. But what would a top leader do to get the best outcome? If you've grasped the situation and are in a position to make some quick, clear decisions that everyone would instantly understand, that's great. But more often than not, there are usually more questions than answers caused by these situations. So it's much better to create a quick holding position and get people quickly around a table to, first of all, check in, see how everyone is. How are they experiencing the change themselves? Are they okay? Or have they taken it really hard? So creating the space where it's needed to acknowledge their positions, anger and frustrations is really important first step. Then secondly, take a curious position. Open the floor to discuss the options beyond your holding position. I mean, 5, 10, 15 brains are better than one, right? Again, crucially ask for suggestions. This should not be a briefing session. It should be a discussion, a dialogue. Notice that you are opening the conversation up and engaging people in the process, as well, by the way, briefing them at the same time. But this is very motivational by involving and engaging and helping people deal with whatever's taking up our time. By taking this time to acknowledge the change and being emotionally intelligent, you take people on a journey with you. You're far more likely to sense and respond to the needs of the new situation you find yourself in, and find new and creative ways to adapt. And who knows, even find better ways that will deliver and support your goals, as well as supporting your friends and colleagues. You may even find yourself doing this better than you even thought possible when this event first happened. You can practice this, you can start this now. It doesn't have to be a Hollywood event. I mean, it also applies to delivering any kind of change within your organisation or team with regard to any initiative that would start to shift the normal boundaries and routines that people have. I'm sure you can think of things where that might apply. So having found that initiative or that change program or that item or process you want to change, just be aware that using this process, this thought process, tell somebody about it. Tell your PA, tell your team that you're going to apply this expanded piece and think about it and get some feedback on how well you've dealt with this. The benefits, well, you will feel like you're getting more control back more quickly. You will engage and motivate and support your team. And, as I think I mentioned, you will possibly find new solutions that you hadn't even thought of when the situation first hit. So, do let me know how you get on with it. I'd love to hear how it works for you. And if you found this helpful, this video, and would like to learn more about leadership skills and tips and techniques, then click on the link below to get to my free leadership training that can be found on chrisrue.com, where, as you know, I'm sharing a few of my tips and techniques I've picked up over the years that will enable you to become a more resilient and effective leader. In the meantime, let me thank you for watching. I wish you luck going forward with your leadership challenges, and thank you again for letting me help you become the leader you want to be. Bye for now.